What's good, everybody? What up with you? What's good, everybody? Turn this down. What's good, Stephen Arthur? What's good, my family? Carson Smith, Texas Bread, 8 Cowboys, 83. What's up with you? Chris Killings, what's good with you? Mr. and Mrs. Is it Sailor? What's good? Joshua Parker, what up? Mel Hayes, what's up with you? I appreciate you, Mel Hayes, checking that fool on that Philadelphia Eagles, talking that dumb shit, talking about my money. You don't worry about my money. You feel me? This is my channel. You know what I'm saying? I can ask whatever I want. I can say whatever I want on my channel. Stop being a hater, you stupid ass Eagle fan. I ain't even gonna try to call you stupid and disrespect you like that. But don't come on my page talking no shit about what I'm doing. Feel me? Yeah, Joshua Parker. That's what we're gonna talk about, this giant thing. Hey ho, my dog, the lunatic, coming off the top turnbuckle with the $2 holla. Been hearing about the reigning MVP 24-23. Go Cowboys. You know what I'm saying? What's up, Zaire Jacobs? Is that Stan? How you doing, Stan? Do a few things. All right. I'm gonna let people keep coming on in. We're gonna talk about this NFC East, man. We're gonna talk about these Giants in particular, because I'm gonna keep it real, y'all. This just me. This ain't the opinion for everybody else. This is my opinion. Okay? This is my opinion. I'm tired of this damn Jason Garrett talk, for real, for real. Yes, yes, like, share and like it on Facebook, like it on YouTube, share the hell out of this. You know how I'm doing. Let's go. What's up, Jaquez? You be going ham in your posts. I love it. You super gutter. I like it. What's good, Isaiah Hampton? Carlito, what's up with you, baby? Mr. and Mrs. Caller Sutter says, should Mike Nolan blitz all day tomorrow against Lamar? He probably should stack that line of scrimmage and make Lamar throw that damn ball. That read option, you should make sure your game plan should be like, when Lamar Jackson's not going to run us. That's what should be your game plan. Lamar Jackson, they're not going to run on us. If he beats us throwing the ball, I won't like it, but I'll live with that. But you're not going to read option us to death. You're not going to kill us in the run game, because if Lamar Jackson starts getting off in his run game and doing a read option, he starts getting in the flow, and then his passes are better. But if you just strictly cut him off from the run game in the very beginning, he struggles. He's going to struggle in that pass game. Watch what I tell you. What up, Ahmad? But before we talk about anything else, I'm going to talk about, like I said, I'm going to talk about Giants don't look scary, y'all. Oh my gosh. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. They got a pretty good defense. That's why they're winning games. It ain't because of no damn Jason Garrett. I'm sorry. This is my opinion. I don't feel that. Everybody yesterday was doing cartwheels and backflips and showing these dumbass memes and shit about Jason Garrett, like he's the world greatest thing since sliced bread. I ain't no hater of no Garrett, but ain't nobody. I'm not hearing that, dog. You still got the 30th worst defense, worst offense in the league. Colt McCoy threw for 100-some yards. You know what I'm saying? Y'all didn't do nothing sweet. You know what I'm saying? And even in the 4 victories, they're on Giants on a 4-game winning streak. The defense is holding the opponents to 16.5 points a game, right? And so when your defense is holding the opponent to 16 points a game, you have a real good chance of winning the game when you don't have to have no offense. They got a dude named Wayne Gallman. Who the hell is he? Running for 100-some yards. I give him credit. Joe Judge credit. because he's coming in from somebody, and a lot of people are laughing at the hire when they hired him as the head coach. A lot of people are laughing at him. So I'm going to give Joe Judge the credit. I ain't giving Jason Garrett nothing. I don't care. I ain't no hater of him. But he ain't. What you giving Jason credit for? They got the 30th worst offense in the league. But guess what? They got the 10th rated defense in the league overall. Okay? That's what's keeping them in the game. You only allowing in that 4-game streak 16 points a game. That's what's winning the game. It ain't that offense, dog. It ain't Jason Garrett. Jason Garrett didn't leave Dallas. I saw these people like, oh, well, damn. You see how with Jason Garrett, they ain't first. They're 5-7. You're proud of that? That makes you feel good inside? You're 2 games under 500. Now you're jumping up and down like Jason Garrett is the best thing since sliced bread. Give me a break. Hey, I ain't trying to take no loss shit. You know that, KMT. But I'm just tired of hearing this shit about some damn Jason Garrett, dog. Like, people acting like he was doing this. He didn't do nothing. They got still one of the worst offenses in the league. In every major statistic, damn near every major. Let me look at this. I was just looking up this. We talking about these New York Giants, right? Total yards, 31st. This is Jason Garrett as your offensive coach. I don't give a hell if you don't got Saquon Barkley. Passing yards, 29th at 192 a game. Y'all ain't even throw for 200 yards a game. You're 31st in the league in points scored. Total yards. Rushing yards, I will give them that. Their running game has been good. You got a Wayne Gallman running over 150 yards on Seattle, but they don't got no great defense. So, okay. You know what I mean? So, I'm supposed to give you props on that. Points a game, 19.3. You're 30th in the league. Third down percentage, you're 23rd at 39.9. So what are we talking about with this Jason Garrett? Why are we talking about Jason Garrett as the savior over there at the New York Giants? Huh? No, KMC, it ain't all jokes. People actually thinking that Jason Garrett has made a difference over there. It's not all jokes, KMC. No, it's not. You know, oh no, I know what you mean. I'm sorry, KMT. I thought you was talking about these Giants, how people really, my bad, KMT. No, I'm just saying, like, people are really hyping up this dude like Jason Garrett like he good. He not good, dog. I try to tell y'all. He is a coordinator. He's an offensive coordinator. And I said Jason Garrett, he's a good offensive coordinator. He's a good offensive coordinator. I never said nothing about Jason Garrett not being a good offensive coordinator. But he ain't no good head coach. He's an average head coach. He's an 8-8 guy, 7-9 guy, 8-9 guy. If everything goes right, he'll get you them 10, 11 wins. But everything had to be perfect to go right, and that's what happened. Look at the career at Jason Garrett. Like, I don't want to hear no more about no Garrett. Like he doing everything. No, he's not. The Giants, Joe Judge has got them playing good. The defense is playing good. That's the main thing. The defense is playing good. And even when I look at the Washington football team, Alex Smith ain't great. Alex Smith didn't kill us. But guess what? They got a good defense. They're top 5 overall in defense. Washington football team. And guess what? When you got a good-ass defense, as we're seeing with the New York Giants and as we're seeing with the Washington football team, it will keep you in games. Yeah, y'all 5-7 ain't nothing to be proud about, but y'all got a 4-game win streak because your defense. And that's our problem. Because when we look at our defense, we're still last, 32nd overall. I mean, Philly game, the only reason why they were competitive in that game, Philly against Green Bay. What up, Thurston? Only reason why Philly was competitive with Green Bay was because of their defense. It wasn't because of their offense. Between Washington, Dallas, New York Giants, and Philly, we have like the worst offenses in the league. We are all bottom of the barrel in total offenses. So we can't sit there and say one of the reasons why this team is putrid, or this reason why this division is putrid, because ain't nobody scoring no points. But the only reason why they win in any kind of games is because the defense. Dallas don't have that. That's why we continue to lose these games. That's why they're 3-8. because our defense is not good. And, you know, I don't know. I just don't. I'm just tired of hearing these people talking about Jason Garrett like he's sweet. Appreciate you, Thurston. Yeah, he is good at. I feel you on Carlito. He does manage the games. Yes, James Bradbury is a good corner, but as I said, Wink, their defense has kept them in the game. They're only allowing 16 points a game in this 4-game win streak. Their defense has kept them in the game. Their defense has done that. They have kept the ball close to the vest. They're running good. Their running game has kept them in the game. It wasn't because Colt McCoy won the game for them. It was that defense in the running game. So it ain't nothing. Jason Garrett went over there and did nothing spooky, spectacular over there with the New York Giants. Now I'm hearing that he could be a possible coach. If you're an NFL team, you hiring Jason Garrett a coach, I don't care. You're goofy. You're not going to win nothing. You're getting fooled because the offense ain't doing nothing. Don't get fooled by them winning. You give Joe Judge them props and not know Jason Garrett because he ain't the head coach. He's the offensive coordinator, and their offense is trash. Yes, he does. Leonard Williams definitely looks good. And then we talk about Philly. We already know what's happening with Philly. We seen it yesterday. We seen Carson Wentz get benched. We seen him get sacked up again. He's the most sacked quarterback in the league right now. We heard in the media that they didn't really even talk to each other. Him and Doug Peterson, it is what it is. And with Jalen Hurts, Jalen Hurts comes in the game, throws a touchdown. Now you got controversy. But at the end of the day, you're going to have to start Carson Wentz for real. Anyway, you're not going to get rid of Carson Wentz after you just had that signed that contract. I don't care where you drafted Jalen Hurts or what you're doing with Jalen Hurts. Unless you trade Carson Wentz, you going to keep – he's on the roster and he's your starting quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all may want to get some Jalen Hurts to reps. But, Carson Wentz talking about that didn't bother me. I'm a quarterback. Whatever, dog. Yeah, it did. Yeah, it did. It bothered you. It bothered me. It's funny how these players talk in the media, and they probably don't want to say a lot of things in the media. Straight up. Stop texting me. But it's just funny to me. I lost my train of thought. See, I hate when people be texting me, man, and I'll be losing my damn train of thought. Okay, we're talking about Carson. Now, Carson's talking about, they don't never tell the truth in media. You feel me? They don't never tell the truth. And that's cool. But, Carson was talking about, that didn't affect me, them drafting Jalen Hurts. I didn't wreck my confidence or nothing else. It may not wreck your confidence, but you damn sure going to be thinking and looking over your shoulder. That's reality. Don't act like damn robot Carson Wentz and acting like you just blocking everything out and you didn't look at when they were sitting on the draft. And in the blah, blah, blah round, Jalen Hurts. Don't tell me, Carson Wentz, you were like, what the hell? Yes, you were. Yes, you were, Carson Wentz. So don't tell me you didn't think I'm looking over my shoulder, because why did y'all draft him then? If y'all drafted him that early, then why? If you didn't think he was going to play, then why'd you draft him that early? Come on, man. Ain't nobody stupid here. You got emotions like everybody else. So now you're going to press. You are. Because let's think about this right quick. Yeah, okay, KMT. He watches them. When they say they don't watch the news or listen to media, that means they do. You're lying. Ain't nobody listen to that dumbass stuff. Nobody wants no Greg Williams. Why do every time somebody get fired, Matt Patricia gets fired? Oh, should the Cowboys get him? Greg Williams gets fired. Oh, should we Cowboys? No. Matt Patricia went to the Lions and didn't do shit. He tore the whole organization up. I don't want him. Greg Williams, no. He's recycled to how many teams? He's damn near coached defense for every damn team in the whole NFL. Nobody want him. No, you don't need to get Greg Williams. This dude just gave up. I don't know. First of all, that cornerback was a goofy for going for the double move. It's the last play of the game. You're backed up at least 10 yards. The receiver, Ruggs, does a double move on you. Why did you go for it? That's fishy. I don't want no damn Matt Patricia. He probably is a good defensive coordinator. I think he is. I don't want him. Stay the hell away. Sean Lee. Why are we talking about everybody else? Sean Lee. I think Sean Lee can be better than Greg Williams. I think Sean Lee can be better than Matt Patricia. Sean Lee's career is over as a player in Dallas, but I bet you, let's get Sean Lee on that defense. I bet you he'd be a beast. Stop with everybody else. What up, T-Smooth? Nah, I don't want no Mike Nolan. Sean Lee. I'm going to keep saying it again. I don't want to see Sean Lee on the field any longer. Y'all know my feelings about that. I don't want to see Sean Lee on that field anymore. He ain't contributing nothing on the field this year with Dallas. Let's keep it all the way funky. He should have retired last year. I said that if he would have retired last year, you could already had him on the staff doing some kind of in some kind of capacity. Then you could have moved him to a defensive coordinator this year. You only needed 1 year. Damn. You only needed 1 year. You don't have to be no coordinator for 5 years before you become a coach. I don't care what nobody's telling me. Guys get hired as general managers, they ain't never had no experience, and they doing it. Joe Judge, is he ever been a pro coach? What up, Daniel Meza? Ain't nobody want no Tony Romo. Tony Romo ain't coming to no damn Dallas coaching nothing. Tony Romo's Hollywood now. Tony Romo getting paid big money over CBS, making like what, 17-something million a year. You think he's gonna come down from that booth in the comfortable of his home? Don't talk about no Tony Romo nothing with Dallas. He ain't doing nothing with Dallas coaching. Period. Stop mentioning him. You think a dude who's making 17 or whatever the hell he's making over at CBS gonna come out that booth in the comfortable where you ain't gotta worry about no dumbass pressure to come to the Dallas Cowboys with Jerry Jones and them and become a coordinator? Yeah, okay. That don't make no damn sense. Sorry, I'm not disrespecting you when I say that. What up, Lee Norman, my fam? Carlito, I'm gonna just ask you this, Carlito. Yeah, he ain't got no coaching experience. The Jason Garrett? What up, Joshua? Hey ho, Daniel Meza with the $5 holla on the cash. I appreciate you, big dog. Love you for life. That's my peoples. What's up, Iceberg Q? Okay, Wink, let me ask y'all. I get it. Some people said don't just throw Sean Lee as a defensive coordinator immediately. So what is he supposed to do? How long is he supposed to be the linebackers coach? I want to ask the people here. Tell me, how many years he got to be the linebackers coach before he can be a defensive coordinator? I'm asking y'all. Exactly, Thurston. He was a QB coach at Miami for 1 year. 1 year. Then he went to be an offensive coordinator, or what was it? A couple years offensive coordinator. Then he took over. So how long would y'all want Sean Lee to be a linebackers coach before he got elevated to a defensive coordinator? Sean Lee been coaching the game since he been in college. Sean Lee had the headset on when he was at Penn State when he tore his knee up. Sean Lee been coaching his whole damn life. You don't think Sean Lee don't know defenses? You don't think Sean Lee don't know offenses? You don't think Sean Lee know defensive terms? He's that guy. That's what he does. That's why he was so damn good. So we need to wait for 2-3 years. So Mike Nolan gets the job, right? We're gonna stay. You want to stay with Mike Nolan? because what he got 22 years of experience and he ain't did shit. So we gotta wait for Sean Lee to get 2 or 3 years of experience. What more you got to lose though? Let's keep it real. What you got to lose? You graduated great. You wild for that. Don't do that. Yes, Jacob Trivia. I never wanted to lose Matt Eberflus. Let's keep it all the way real. That's the one that got away. If we want to keep it all the way funky, that's the one that got away. Matt Eberflus. I've been watched him the whole time he was with Dallas. He was linebackers coach, linebackers coach. He did so many things, and it just still hurt me that that he turned down the offer, Cowboys. But you know what? The reason why he turned down the offer is because the Cowboys blocked his ass. You get what I'm saying? Like they wanted him to be the coordinator in Dallas, but they blocked him from talking to anybody else. Like they blocked him from talking to San Francisco. That's why he was like, all right, I'm out. Because guess what? Here's my thing. This is what I feel like Eberflus was saying. This is my mind, not his. But if I'm a guy and I've been coaching with the organization, now I'm getting kind of hot, right? Right? I'm getting kind of hot. Some other teams is looking at me. We feel what you're doing over there. You're doing your thing, Matt. I want to interview with you just to check you out. Jerry Jones and them come in there and say, nope, you ain't interviewing him. That's our guy. You ain't interviewing him. We keeping him no matter what. We control this. He's not going to talk to nobody. Now I'm the coach. That's all good that y'all love me like that, but let me make the decision. You feel me? Once again, the control power freaks of the Joneses. Let me make that decision where I'm going to look at an offer. That don't mean I'm going to take it. Just had it with my job. They gave me a great offer. It was great, but I was happy where I was. But I was still going to look at the offer to see what it said. I still had the ability to go to the other job and sit down with them, talk with them, go over a lot of things, and then came back and said, you know what? I weighed all my options. I like it here. So I'm going to stay at my current job. Thank you for that offer, but no thank you. That's what I want. If I was at a job and a company was looking at me and my company blocked me from being able to talk to another company, I'm going to have some ill feelings because you ain't got control of that. Let me make the decision. And that's why I feel like Eberflus said, I'm not, everybody signed the extension. I'm not going to be the crony and the puppet. Rob Marinelli is still going to have his hands in all this stuff. I'm not going to be able to coach this the way I want. Them Jones is still going to be all in my damn business. You know what? I love y'all, but I'm out. I'll go over to Indy and watch what I'm doing. It's my defense. It's not I'm this and Rob Marinelli's that. It's my defense. I control everything that I'm doing, and ain't nobody in my mix telling me what to do. So if I was Eberflus, I did the same damn thing. What you talking about, the lunatic? You blocked me from promoting. What are you talking about, the lunatic? The lunatic says, would you prefer a 3-4 or 4-3 though? Because we getting 3-4 personnel. I don't care. I like a 3-4. I like 3-4 defense. Hell, I coached 3-4 defense when I was in school. When I coached my youth football teams. I love a 3-4 because you can disguise more defenses, you can do more things, you can be multiple, and you can always flex back to a 4-3. That's why I like a 3-4. Yes, you will get hurt up in the run game. It does have exposed areas in that 3-4. You have to have a killer 3 front linemen to really build that. But if you really concentrate on that 3-4 and you really put the effort in the 3-4, drafting the type of players for it, it can be very successful. Look at Pittsburgh. You know what I'm saying? Look what Wade Phillips has done in all his 3-4 defenses. It's very successful if you get the right players. That's what I need. So if Sean Lee wants to go 3-4 personnel, I'm cool. Sean Lee want to go 4-3. My thing is, I think that if you bring a defense, if you bring him on the staff, number one, people are instantly gonna respect him because of his knowledge. What do you think? I think the defense has gotten better these past 3 or 4 games because Sean Lee has been on the field. You get what I'm saying? Sean Lee has been on the field. He's not away from the team because of COVID, and I believe it's settled the linebacking core, it's settled the defense down because he's telling people what to see and what to look for. And I feel like when you have that type of knowledge, people are going to respect and listen to that because he's always been a coach on the field. And as far as Cowboy asking me this question, do we keep Dak Prescott or Trevor Lawrence? I'm gonna keep it real. I'm no disrespect to you, dog, but I don't even know why you even asked me that question. I'm a Dak guy. You really think that I'm gonna tell Dak, oh, let's sign Dak over? Let's let Dak go and go for, man. Y'all tripping with that dumb stuff, man. I'm sorry. Let me do something. Let me get y'all's questions up, man. Well, you know what? I'm gonna say the same thing about Jason Garrett. He ain't never did nothing. Y'all talking about Mike McCarthy? It's not his fault he got a franchise quarterback. So that's his fault he got a franchise quarterback. Shit, that ain't his fault, and I ain't even sticking up for him. Mr. and Mrs. Curlier says, will Blake Jarwin have an impact next season? Can he have a career like Tony Gonzalez? I don't know if he can have a career like Tony Gonzalez. I'm going to keep it real. I'm not going to say anything about that. Tony Gonzalez is a whole different animal. Blake Jarwin's already been in the league since 2017, and he's just now getting his shot. So 2021 is really going to be his first full year as a starter. So that's almost like 5 years in the league. So no, I don't think he's going to have no career like no Tony Gonzalez. Not in Dallas. You know how you got to beat a Jason Witten up so far. He's not passing no Jason Witten nothing. Joshua Parker says, thoughts on Mike McCarthy? I'm willing to give Mike McCarthy another year. And I'm going to tell y'all right now, I was all on the Mike McCarthy train from A1, day one. I'm not jumping off the train. I'm not going to use the injuries as an excuse because I've seen first-year coaches looking at the Browns. I mentioned them yesterday with Kevin Stefanski. He's got them Browns balling, but they haven't had the injuries like Dallas, but they still been balling with a first-year coach. But also, they drafted well, and they got some key free agents. But as far as Mike McCarthy in his first year, you know, I asked a lot of people, would it be a failed season if we didn't get to like an NFC championship after changing over Garrett? Because that's why you change over to a coach who was just getting, you know, just average. You need a guy to get you over the hump, and that's the reason why I said, hey, let's rock with Mike McCarthy. He's been there, done that. I feel like he was proven. But you know what? Stuff fell apart this year. But I'm willing to give him, in my opinion, one more year. I wasn't happy with some of the things, but I feel like he was kind of hamstrung with a lot of things that happened with this season. So I'm willing to give him another year. But I will say, honestly, if the season is like going like this next year, I get rid of him mid-season. I ain't got no loyalty, no Mike McCarthy, dog. I got a loyalty to the Cowboys. I like Mike McCarthy as the hire because I feel like he can get us if we, you know, the injuries and things of that nature. But if it's the same thing next year, bye. I ain't got no loyalty to no damn Mike McCarthy. Let me get your question up to lunatic. Oh, you talking about with my guy Mike White? Um, and if you'd like to donate to your boy, You can do that as well as Cash App if you like to, or you can pop the donation on here if you choose, or if you Cash App your boy. Appreciate you, Daniel Mazer, for the $5 holler. But my guy, let me put your question back up here. The lunatic. He says, question BGJ, what issues did Mike White, it was actually Mike White, saying he was hearing about Terrence Smith in his rehab and said Collins is good, but heard issues with T. Smith. He wouldn't get into detail with me about that. But Mike has some good connects within the star and inside the facility with the Cowboys. So when he tells me something, I listen. And what he was saying was La'el Collins is going to be good. So rest your fears about him next year. Coming back, is he, it's a hip. People were frustrated. People, oh, what's going on? But he says it's all good. We don't got nothing to worry about. And I trust him with that. Now with Tyron Smith, he's like, it's a little different story. And I think just because it's a neck, you got a neck, you got a back injury, you got a neck issue. You had a first-year surgery that you sat out the whole season, damn near the whole season. I don't know how you just come back better from that. I don't know how you just come back good from that and say, oh, I had a back injury damn near my whole career in Dallas. Now I got a neck injury and I have surgery. All of a sudden I'm going to be better and these dudes are beating on me again. I just think be prepared. And a lot of people said this in the air. Just already be prepared for a Tyron Smith to say I'm retiring. For real. Shout out to the dog, the lunatic, for the $2 holla. Hey ho! Thanks for all the extra Cowboys coverage. And I got a show tonight too with my homegirl too, so make sure you check into that. What up, G Garcia? I got to talk to you. I'm not bad. I didn't get to you about that Pittsburgh thing, but I got to work. But I'm going to talk to you about that. So I'm going to get in your inbox, G Garcia, my dog. Daniel Meza asked me, your opinion on wide receivers, Gallup staying over Cooper. Does Dallas keep Cooper next year? I think Dallas is going to keep Cooper. He's been very productive. I mean, he's having still one of his most productive years without Dak Prescott. It's going to be a funny situation, man. I definitely don't think they're going to get rid of Cooper. I just don't think, because I just feel like the Cowboys organization, Stephen Jones, that was his pick. Let's do this trade and get Amari Cooper in here. So I just don't see, how the Cowboys are. If one of their guys, Jerry or Steven, jumped down and said, this was my personal guy, they're going to see that shit through. And I don't think they're going to do it. But I think they will keep their eye on that contract. But I don't think they're going to cut him or get rid of him. As far as Michael Gallup goes, I definitely feel like they're going to lowball him. I definitely feel like because he has 37 catches this year, he's regressed. He hasn't regressed, let me say that. But you added CeeDee Lamb, so no longer he is that guy. So now when Stephen Jones, I feel like is going to be looking at that, I got CeeDee Lamb. Michael Gallup I like Gallup, but he's a secondary guy. So I'm not going to offer him a lot of money because you know how Stephen Jones do. Going to lowball him. And then let's say just like Randall Cobb. Randall Cobb had a pretty good year last year. Stephen Jones was like, we ain't paying you that kind of money. He went to Houston, got paid. So I could see Michael Gallup leaving if a team offers him buku money and the Cowboys lowball him. I could definitely see Michael Gallup saying deuces. So I would also look at trade options with these three guys, not with CD, but I would look into with these other two receivers. Not saying I would trade them, but if somebody come at me with offers, I'm definitely going to look at them. Not mean I'm going to do it, but for you to be an organization and don't look at all offers that somebody brings to you, that's foolish. Well, just like you said, the lunatic, when Mike White came on the show, you know what I'm saying? He said that, the reason why we had some issues on this draft and this defense because Rod Marinelli over there pounding tables for Taco Charlton, pounding tables for LVE, pounding tables for Tristan Hill, and the scouts already had the board set up for these certain players, and Marinelli jumped his ass in there and did all this and that, and now he gone, and who we got? You know what I mean? So We'll see how it is. We've seen this 2020 draft with the scouts best player available. That's why I still want to see one more year of McCarthy. Like I said, I'm cool with Mike Nolan being gone, but I'm gonna keep it real. I don't know if Gallup's gonna get re-signed. Not saying I don't want Gallup. I love Gallup. I don't know if Gallup is gonna get re-signed, dog. I'm gonna keep it real. Because the Cowboys gonna lowball him. He's gonna want to get paid. Yeah, well, I don't Link. I don't even want none of these corners back except probably possibly Cheeto. Yeah, I mean, like I said, if Cooper's already signed up and Gallup is coming up, I would say look for things in Gallup. Like, okay, what? Oh, we want Michael Gallup. I might look at it. And just like you hear people in here, my dog, Boss Cowboys already done talked about Jamar Chase. My homie Mike White has already talked about Jamar Chase. I don't want him because I like defense, but there ain't no defensive tackle that I'm hearing that's worthy to be a difference maker within that top team. And you know, defensive guys, especially defensive tackle position, unless you're an absolute hoss, it's going to take a year or two to really get the feet under you. But we definitely need a dynamic safety. My thing is this: we need to go out there when you see these other teams. This is my problem with Stephen Jones because he's the one that didn't sign Dak Prescott. I don't think that was Jerry Jones. The Joneses as a whole get on my damn nerves. As a whole, they get on my nerves. But I do think Jerry wanted to probably sign Dak because he don't care about signing people. We've seen how much money he spent, but that's Stevens' ass. And well, we gotta make sure Dak needs to know that we gotta keep it good for everybody else. Everybody else gotta get paid. We gotta keep it good for him so he can still be a great quarterback. We gotta put him. Man, shut the hell up, Steven. Like I was feeling you before. Now you a cornball. And now you ain't got no nuts. You scary. You know what I'm saying? Stephen Jones is scary. I don't care what nobody tell me. He run his mouth and do all that stuff in the media, but he's scary as hell. You know what I mean? He's still living off that damn tray from Amari Cooper pumping out his chest like he did something. That was 2 years ago, dog. What you did for me lately. You know what I'm saying? And you need to stop going out there um, bumping your gums, talking all this and that. When you scary as hell, you need to get some nuts because every time you jump out there and it's a wrong signing in your opinion, or you may have dropped the ball, you get scary and then you want to go to these 1-2 year deals with has-been players or players that are past their prime just because it ain't hurting you. If you lose them in a 1 or 2 year deal, that ain't hurting you. You know what I'm saying? But you scared to jump out and like a Justin Simmons if he was available and he could come to the Cowboys. You scary about jumping out there and doing that because you worried that if it don't pan out, how it's going to look. So you got to stop being scared like that because these other teams out there are still drafting good. Dallas hasn't drafted bad, but they're getting 1 or 2 free agents that are maybe a young core that you can build with your team and add on. You don't want to do that. You want to still keep getting these bargain ass free agents. And guess what? What's still happening? Hey ho, my dog Lee Norman for the $10 holla. Thank you, BGJ, for all the great content. This is better than the Sports Center. I watched the show when I was in the hospital with COVID-19. It was a blessing for me. I appreciate you. And also, I want to give I want y'all to say a prayer to my God. Let me put your thing up, my guy. Let me put your thing up, my guy. Really appreciate that. But I want to give also, I want y'all to have in prayers a guy of mine that has been a supporter. He's been a hella supporter of Big Game James and Silver and Blue Nation. His name is John Jones. He hit me up today and said that I think he's going through COVID right now. He said it's hard for him to breathe when he's getting up, and he said send some prayers for him. He's been a huge supporter of my page. Please, John Jones, y'all may have seen him in the feeds, and he's going through this situation. And I said I would say a prayer for him. So please get better, John Jones. If you listen to this show, I'm saying that prayer for you in my prayers. Hopefully, my peoples in here will agree with that. We want you to get better, continue to be a supporter, and I thank everything you've done and get better because that ain't nothing easy to deal with. Yeah, make sure you hit that like button, big dog. Dallas Sports 1977, Big Game James, brother, preaching the gospel truth about these weak, pathetic team on this. I mean, it's the truth, dog. Mucho Boom. Every time I see Mucho Boom, I be thinking Metro Boom. Metro booming on this mall. I always be thinking about that. William Anthony says, what about Dak's agent? I'm glad you brought that out. That's why I'm posting your question. I appreciate you guys. I'm gonna hit that too, James Jones Jr. But I just say it, bitch. Metro booming on him. That's what I be thinking every time I see you, Mucho. That's what I be thinking. So shout out to you. Good. I'm glad to hear that from you, Dallas Cowboy 1977. But what about Dak's agent? You know, a lot of people have talked about that they don't have the greatest relationship. Him and Dak's agent. What the hell is his name? I don't remember his name. But I heard they don't have the best relationship. And one thing I know, when Dallas Cowboys don't have a good relationship with their agents, the players' agents, it's a big problem. And I heard him and Stephen Jones be beefing. David Cannon or whatever. What up, Joe Chanchina from Italy? Appreciate all you guys for the prayers from my peoples too. Thank you very much. But I don't know how that's going to pan out because it's Stephen Jones that's managing this money right now. And you know what? He just been real goofy with it. Let's just keep it real, like Todd France. Thank you. Thank you, guys. Appreciate you guys. Brandon. What's up, Brandon boys? My dog. You know, I don't know how that's going to turn out. I told y'all I'm 50-50 on them bringing Dak back because I don't, you know, they talk in that media of what they're going to do, this and Dak's our guy. But if Dak was your guy, you'd have been paid him because people who are your guys, you pay him. I just don't want to get into that. What's up, Katina? Let me post you a question right here. So we got question, is it Fuchi Masu? So seeking the truth. I don't know if I said that right. Please, if I did, I apologize. He says, so with the recent weeks of Ezekiel play, the way he's been playing, do you think it was a mistake giving him the big contract? Hell yeah. I mean, hell yeah. It's not saying that Ezekiel Elliott didn't deserve it by the numbers. If you look at it by the numbers, Ezekiel Elliott deserved that contract by the numbers. But in this day and age, this ain't the 1990s. You know what I'm saying? When everybody, I watched the games in the 90s, in the 80s, in the 70s. They was running the damn ball. Nobody was throwing the ball like that. You feel me? So running backs were premium because they built them offensive lines to run the ball. In the 90s, that's when it was about. It's the 2000s now. Running backs are good, but you can get a running back. You might not just get dynamic running backs, but you can get damn good running backs like linebackers. Running backs are like linebackers or like offensive guards. Like tackles are premium. Quarterbacks are premium. Defensive ends are premium. I think you get a dog-ass safety. That's premium. But you offensive guards, you can find them anywhere. You can get by your team with an average offensive guard. You don't have to have it. You get a great offensive guard, you feel good. But you don't have to have great off guards. No, you don't. You can get by with regular guards because they're dime a dozen, in my opinion. Receivers. You can get dog receivers, but you can get receivers in lower rounds because it's plentiful. Just like running backs, linebackers. You don't have to draft a linebacker in the top 10. You can get good linebackers in the third and fourth round. So you don't got to jump out there with that capital and get no linebacker that high. Same with the running back. I love Ezekiel Elliott for what he's brought to the table with the Cowboys, but once you get so many carries, it don't matter how good you are, your body gonna break down unless you one of them superhumans like an Adrian Peterson, and he's not that guy. There's not those running backs just growing on trees. You feel me? And even Christian McCaffrey, he's a dog, but he hurt. I'm not gonna pay no running back that much money if I don't got to. Oh, you about AD? I'm about to block you. You ain't gonna keep posting all this Redskin stuff on my stuff, dog. Now you better stop before I block you. Don't be posting all that Redskin stuff on my thing, man. Get that off of here. For real. Get that Redskin shit off my page, dog. I'm gonna block you. Straight up. I don't play that. I'm not listening to that crap. Appreciate that. All right, so I got a question from Elite Producer, I think. Our cornerbacks premium, you can get some. I get what you're saying, but you can get a dope cornerback. You can get some good cornerbacks in later rounds, though. Oh yeah, you tripping, AD. I'm gonna have to you tripping, dog. I wasn't trying to do that to you, but you tripping, dog. You asking weird questions. I'm not doing that. Elite Producer says, how do you think Andy Dalton's progress as a QB is? I mean, Andy Dalton is, if you give, Andy Dalton needs offensive line. So you don't got no offensive line. Andy Dalton is regular. I ain't never, like I said, I was cool with Andy Dalton when he got signed with Dallas because I was like, dude, we got a capable backup because he's been a starter in the league and he does his thing. He's won games. And if that goes down in a few game season, I think Andy Dalton can win some games. I ain't want no Andy Dalton be our quarterback the whole damn year. And if I'm talking about his progress, he ain't had no progress to me. He's average. You know what I'm saying? He's got 5 touchdowns, I believe 5 interceptions. He's playing real regular. He's not the guy. That he ain't taking Dallas nowhere, even if Dallas were to snuck in the playoffs. He ain't taking Dallas nowhere. He never did nothing in the playoffs. So I just like them for the fact of Dallas hasn't had a capable backup. Cooper Rush, Mike White, those guys, they weren't capable backups. And Andy Dalton, I felt like if you having a good season and something happened to Dak, this won't deter you from still having a good season because you have a seasoned veteran. But I mean, for real, let Garrett Gilbert get some reps because I'm cool with Andy Dalton. I mean, whatever. They told you that Cowboys' best off signing was Andy Dalton. No. James Jones Jr. says, what do you think we go after in the draft, offense and defense in the first round? To be honest with you, I think that if they go by the best player available, I'm cool with that. You don't have to go for need. Um, I don't want the Jamar Chase, but if they got him, I wouldn't be totally mad. I just feel like we need defense, but don't reach for the defense. You feel me? So that's why I'm cool with taking the best player available. If you were to say, like, let's say you got a Jamar Chase, right? And I wouldn't like that because that's another receiver, then go get a dog free agent. You feel me? On defense. If you're stacking the offense on in the draft and you go after Jamar Chase in the first round, I wouldn't like it, but I wouldn't be terrible because he is a player. But then go get a player in free agency to buffer that because that's still a rookie. We need some veterans in there with some leadership, dog. We can't just all keep relying on rookies. And I'm telling you, I don't think we got no super dogs on defensive line. I know what they say about D-Law and all that. He good, but he ain't great to me. Y'all can say what y'all want. I don't care. I heard so many people on Twitter talking about how great he is. He ain't great. Marcus Lawrence ain't great. He really good, but he ain't great. I don't care. That's just my opinion. He ain't great. And we don't got no great players on defense. Not right now. Maybe Trevin Diggs can grow into it, but not right now. We don't got no great people on no defense. So I feel like we should attack the defense in the first round, but I think they still gonna go with the best player available, and I wouldn't be mad at that. But go in free agency and at least get a player or two, man, to buffer this. It ain't nothing wrong with you going out in free agency and signing one guy. It ain't killing your cap, Stephen Jones. Stop being scary, bro. Yeah, hit that like button. If you're in this feed, there's 105 people in my YouTube chat. Let me see. I got 105 people watching in this YouTube chat and only got 30 likes. Man, y'all tripping with that, dog. Like, if you in here and you listening, you don't like it, then just leave. But if you in here and liking it and feeling it, hit that damn like button. Why you being weird? Yes, Lee Norman. We need a dog like Fletcher Cox. That's a guy we need. If we had a dude like that, I mean, we had it in somebody like David Irvin, for real, for real. We had it in somebody like David Irvin, but I mean, he ain't really take it serious, and we seen how that panned out. I ain't mad at you, Leo. Listen to me. I told y'all. I told people in 2017. I love my Cowboys, and I don't want to be the pessimistic dude. Like, you just a hater. I'm not listening to your channel. You ain't never positive about Dallas. I don't give a hell, dog. I've been in this shit for 40 years, loving my team and going through all this and that. But at the end of the day, dog, I just be feeling like we ain't going to another Super Bowl. I don't want to feel that way. I don't want to feel that way. But dog, it's been 25 years now. Where we think this shit gonna change? We got a new coach, same stuff happening, same stuff happening. New coaches, same stuff. So where do I think there's a light at the end of the tunnel, dog? I mean, I can love my team, but I got to be realistic about things. And the thing is that this division can be captured for the next 2 or 3 years by one team. You still ain't got a team since what, the '90s that won back-to-back NFC titles. That should tell you something. But that should, I don't know, dog. Just frustrating, man. I'm gonna be honest with you. Um, no, I ain't nobody bringing no damn Tony Romo back, dog. Dre the Great says, give Mike Nola another year. Honestly, I don't. And I'm not hating on Mike Nolan. I'm not hating on Mike Nolan, but no, I don't want Mike Nolan here no more. I'm not even hating on him. I'm not even saying, like Mike Nolan this, I'm not even hating on him, but Mike Nolan, you just ain't the guy, dog. You just ain't the guy. Mike Nolan, you're not the guy. I don't know who it is. I think it should be Sean Lee still. I'm still on that. But Mike Nolan, you ain't the guy. Get rid of him. If you kept him, I wouldn't be terribly mad, but I wouldn't feel good and I wouldn't be happy. I just don't feel like he's the dude. We need somebody in there that's understand what I'm saying, not reckless, but we need a defensive mind up in there, dog. And I'm tired of all these old ass recycled same coordinators. They get fired at one job and then the next year they had another job. They've been coaching 22 years and they get fired and all of a sudden they get a job next year. No, let's get some of this new blood up in here, dog, with some new thoughts and new minds. I'm tired of seeing these Greg Williamses and all these other same ass coaches that been coaching forever. As soon as they get fired, oh, let's go with Greg Williams, because he coached at 5 different teams. And no, buy Greg Williams, go somewhere else. Let's get this new blood in here because I like his philosophy. We ain't got to do these old ass recycled coaches all the damn time. I mean, you could say that with Mike McCarthy, for real, for real. But I'm like I said. I'm giving, well, in my opinion, I'm willing to give Mike McCarthy another year. But if you on that same stuff next year, Mike McCarthy, bye, fired. Yo, 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 my dog Skywalker. Skywalker, that young Jedi. What's up with you? Sky know what I'm talking about with that Jason Garrett shit. That's my dog. Sky know what the hell I'm talking about with that Jason Garrett shit. Y'all fools be giving that fool too much credit, man. He ain't did shit over there with the Giants. You better tell him, Sky. Jacob Tranvino, no, we're not going to do the hype tomorrow because we got the game tomorrow. We're going to be live streaming the game tomorrow, baby. We live streaming that game tomorrow. So no, we doing the game tomorrow. Maybe we do the hype, but like I said, I can't make that call. I got to talk to the fellas. Like I said, yes, I can't make no call like that. So we'll just me and the fellas will talk probably tomorrow and see what we want to do. But I believe we're definitely doing the show tomorrow. For it's the late night hype, but it's gonna be the late night hype football game with the Baltimore Ravens. You know what I'm saying? And then we'll see what happens afterwards. But no, I gotta talk to my guys about that. Yeah, I feel you much. Yeah, talk to him, Sky. We need a defensive mind in here. Like when you see the Steelers that are considered, like listen to me. There's certain teams out there like the Ravens, the Steelers, Seahawks are pretty much in that category. Who else? Consistently year in, year out have good defenses. Year in and year out, they focus on that D. Like year in and year out. See, the Cowboys year in and year out don't focus on D. They like offense more than defense. Jerry Jones, I posted an article about a month ago from damn it, what is his name? Rick Goslin, and he was saying that Jimmy Johnson kind of set Jerry Jones up for going with the offense because he got cheap players on defense, but they were good players, and he went ham on the offense. And Jerry Jones he said how Jerry Jones has kind of followed that mantra after Jimmy left. And it's been, and then when we're getting our ass kicked, now let's focus on defense. But we need a defensive guy. We don't have a defensive guy in the building. We've been having makeshift dudes. You feel me? We've been having makeshift dudes running this defense, and it ain't been working. You know what I'm saying? Like, we need a guy. And when we get a guy in the building that's all about that defense and getting this defense together, we'll see it. And I think that if y'all going to do anything about a defense, y'all need to mess with that Sean Lee thing. I just really feel like that's our best hope because I feel like he is the meticulous one. He is like me and Mike White was talking about. He is that Peyton Manning mind of the defense. This is what he does. He's been coaching. He's always been a coach. Like it's a seamless, in my opinion, transition to the coaching field because you've always been doing it. So it's not going to be this, I need 3 or 4 years to figure this out and how to coach this defense. I don't feel like a guy who's been a coach on the field your whole damn life and had the headphones even at college. You need 3, 4 years to learn defense. Noah says Giants and Eagles. I ain't got no thoughts on them. They ain't no good either. The Eagles, only reason why they're competitive right now, Eagles, is because they got that good defensive front. You talked about a Derek Barnett, Fletcher Cox, Brandon Graham. They got guys. When you got that front, it will keep you in the game. That front will keep you in the game. The Giants defense, the reason why they are on a 4-game winning streak, it ain't because of that damn whack-ass 16-point-a-game offense in the 4-game win streak. It's the defense. The Washington football team. Why are they winning games? Because Alex Smith is just so dope? No, they got a good defensive front. They're playing good defense. The defense is keeping them in the games. And when you got a defense, it will win for you. Yeah, you can have all that offense and Jamar Chase if you draft him and CeeDee Lamb and Amari Cooper, Michael Gallup, all these offensive stuff. But if you can't stop nobody, it don't matter. We saw that earlier in this season. Dallas was scoring all them damn points. We was damn near averaging 30-some points a game with Dak Prescott, and we still wasn't winning. And you ain't putting that all on no Dak Prescott, because every time he would come down and take the field and score a touchdown, we giving up a touchdown within 2.3 seconds. It felt like the same shit that was happening with Romo. As soon as he comes in and balls his ass out and takes us on a 20-play drive and score a touchdown, within 3 or 4 plays, we're giving up another touchdown. And then the pressure of the offense that to come back and score and play perfect football, that's BS. And that's why we need to get this defense together. It's the 32 ranked defense in the league. You're not going to win games in the NFL with a 32 ranked defense overall. It's not happening. You're going to have this losing record like you had. So I don't care. Everybody else can win all that offense, mumbo jumbo shit. I want defense. Okay? You can, man, y'all need to figure this out, dog, because if we don't stop nobody, we ain't winning. No, and Jason Garrett is not about to win the East. The Giants are about to win the East. You know what I'm saying? The Giants and Joe Judge. Not no JG. He ain't do shit this year. You have the 30th ranked scoring offense, 30th ranked offense total overall, and it's Jason Garrett now? Hell no. He ain't getting that love from me, dog. Y'all can give him that love. He ain't getting it from me. And there ain't no damn coaching. It's that good defense. What the hell? Jason Garrett. Okay, Big Al. So what? Mike McCarthy, this is first year. I ain't hating. Who's your squad? Are you an Eagles fan? If you're an Eagles fan, you need to please do like that damn zip, 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 zip. Okay. Yes, Jacob Trevino, I would. He says 49ers defensive coordinator Salah contract expired. Would you be interested? Yes, I would. I listened to Richard Sherman in depth about him. I actually went and looked on his portfolio and looked at his kind of resume. I definitely will be interested to at least bring him in for an interview and let's see what he's talking about. Yes, I would definitely do that. I would definitely at least bring him in for an interview, because Mike Nolan ain't the guy. We ain't winning no Super Bowl on this defense with no Mike Nolan at the helm. Let's keep it all the way real, folks. Let's keep it all the way real. You're not winning the a Super Bowl or championship with Mike Nolan as the defensive coordinator. No, I'm sorry. I don't believe it. You know, somebody asked me that the other day. This is a question from Pablo. He said, wait a minute, that's not that one. I'm sorry. It's from Thomas Johnson. I apologize. Would you take a flyer on J.J. Watt if he still wants out on Houston? I would definitely look at that with J.J. Watt because I still think he's got some few years of good play available, but it's that contract, and you know Stephen Jones ain't on that, so it had to be how the contract was talking about. But I would definitely look into J.J. Watt, but it'd be the contract. If he want crazy money because he's going to look at, I'm an established veteran, I've done did this, did that, I want big money. I'm not going to take no low ass pay cut to go with the Dallas Cowboys, and there ain't nothing guaranteed. He's going to want to get money because this is last year. When this is J.J. Watt's last contract. Okay, so he's going to want to get paid. Dallas ain't going to probably pay that. So in in theory, it would be great to get a guy like that because I think we could get 2 good more years out of him. But that money's going to be too much. He's going to want too much, and Stephen Jones ain't going to pay for it. Yes, we are. We soft as hell. Right now, a draft pick. Let me get your question up there. Hold on. Do you prefer a draft pick or the playoffs? I don't want to tank. I'm not the team tank guy. I want my team to play hard and fight every game, and whatever happens, happens. But if you're talking about draft pick or playoffs, draft pick, they're 3-8. Where the hell is Dallas going? Huh? Last 5 games, they're going to go on a run, win 5 in a row. And even if they were to get in the playoffs, they ain't doing nothing. So why lose your high draft status when you could stay in the top half? I'm not even saying that they're going to make the right pick, but you're still going to be in the top half of the draft every single round, and you got compensatory picks. So at the end of the day, yes, I don't care about making the playoffs. If they did, great. If they don't, I'd rather that pick, because at the end of the day, Dalton ain't taking Dallas nowhere. Dallas ain't going nowhere. Dallas ain't going to magically start doing good in these next 5 games, and their defense ain't going to magically start balling out. So, no, I'd rather a draft pick because Dallas ain't doing nothing. Even if they were to get to the playoffs, they're going to get smacked in the first round. If that were to even happen, and we know that ain't even happening. Bo Pelini, he's good. I would look into it. I wouldn't say no, but you know, let's look at a lot of things. I get what you're saying. I feel what you're saying. I will at least take a flyer. I don't think he's done, but I think honestly, I thought Poe. You know, I was only happy with Poe because we got a big boy in the middle. I was frustrated about Gerald McCoy because Gerald McCoy is not that dude anymore, but he brings a passion. He still has skills. He was still getting averaging about 5 sacks a season. That's what I was looking at, the production. He was still getting after the quarterback. And if you had a 3-tech who could get in there and get some pass rush, because our leading sack leaders are Alden Smith at 5, DeMarcus Lawrence at 4.5. I don't know who else got what. Randy Gregory got 2. Donovan Wilson's got 2.5. Like, we don't even have guys out there that are killing it. Everson Griffin had 2. You know what I'm saying? Like, we don't even got guys that are killing it. But he was averaging still at least 5 sacks a game as the 3-tech. So that means he was still getting pushed up the middle. We're not getting sacks from guys in the middle. Okay, Antoine Woods, Gallimore, when Tristan Hill was in, we were not getting any sacks from the middle, and Gerald McCoy still was offering that, and that's why I liked him in there, because we need a guy that plays the 3-tech position, because when you play the 3-tech position, you're more the pass rusher, where the 1-tech, you're taking on the double teams, stuffing it, keeping your linebackers clean, where the 3-tech lineman is right next to that 1-tech, and he's more of the pass rusher, and we don't have that, and we need that. And when you had David Irvin, he was more of a pass rushing D-tech. D tackle. He could play the 3-tech. He could play slide in and play the 1. He could play the 5 or the 7. Play the wide 9. He could do all those things. That's why he was so good. But when you slide him up over that guard, that's a mismatch, and he's getting them sacks, and that makes a DeMarcus Lawrence better, and makes everybody else, and Randy Gregory and everybody else better, because you got an attacking 3-tech. We don't have it. No, we already looked into Ha Dix. He's over. He was bringing pressure, but pressure and sacks is different, dog. And I'm not the sack guy. Oh, everything's got to be about sacks. No, I'm not the sack guy. But what I am saying is that them sacks do make a difference, man. Collins, yeah, Collins was good. He was a good pass rusher and tackle, but he couldn't do anything in the run game. You know, I like Malik Collins. I like him as a pass rusher, and he was always hurt too. T Smooth TV, defensive tackle, safety, which is most important for us right now? My opinion, we need a safety. Now, understand what I'm saying. I had George Teague on here a couple of days ago, and I said you have to build from the trenches. It's all about the trenches. If you soft in them trenches, you ain't winning shit. But right now, we need a dynamic safety because I feel like you may have something in Donovan Wilson, but he's a secondary guy. He's not the main guy. You need a dog out there. Pair him with a Wilson. I think they can really go. And then you can go ahead and add, because you can get one in maybe free agency, but add a dog in that back end. If you got a dog that you can sign free agency up front, for sure. But we need a back end guy right now. We need a D tackle dog, but we definitely need a back end because you see a Donovan Wilson. You see, if you had two dogs at safeties, it calms everything down back there. Yeah. If you're a Giants fan, JP 1888. If you're the Giants fan, you can have it. Xavier McKinney. Who? Yeah. Hey, bruh, jump up and down and do backflips for having winning the division. You're not going anywhere. So yeah, you can go ahead and win the division. We'll go ahead and load up on draft picks and get the higher picks in the draft, and then you can keep Jason Garrett too. So you can woo-hoo about keeping the division. Because don't nobody want this NFC East, because then you ain't going nowhere. You're not winning. You're not beating nobody. So you can have this division in all its glory, okay? Because this division is hot waste garbage. He was Jason Garrett. I'm going to talk to you specifically, JP 1880, since you are a Giants fan. He was our problem. He wasn't sweet. What has he done for you? I'm going to have this conversation specifically with you since you're a Giants fan. I'm going to have this conversation specifically with you. You feeling good about Jason Garrett? You jumping up and down on my feet at 5 and 7, bro. How do you sound? You know what I'm saying? Like that tells me something that you ain't used to winning for a long time. You jumping up and down in the Cowboys feed about being 5 and 7. You're geeked about a Jason Garrett who has the 30th ranked offense in total offense. I just gave you the stats. You're one of the worst passing teams in the league. You're okay in running. Third down percentage. Your whole squad is whack. You're jumping up and down for being 5 and 7, bruh. Really? Come on, bring it. Yeah, I am. I am going to say Jason Garrett. I'm going to say I'm not blaming Jason Garrett, but what I'm telling you is Jason Garrett, for what he is, he's a good coordinator. I ain't never say Jason Garrett was a good coordinator, but he's not a head coach, buddy. Okay, your team is 5 and 7. You just went on a 4-game win streak with defense, not no play calling, not no play calling. You went there because of your defense. Your defense is only giving up 16 points a game. Are you a Giants fan for real? Huh? You're saying the play calling? Really? Yeah, I wouldn't want Colt McCoy to throw the ball either. I'm going to give him run the ball either. But guess what? Maybe the Seattle Seahawks came in there thinking about the Giants, thinking y'all suck. Maybe the Seattle Seahawks came in that game thinking y'all suck, and they let their guard down. You know that does happen, right? You know when you do play a team that's garbage and your team that feels like you're better than them, you will go in that game and probably just lack and think, oh, yeah, they got a lead on us, but we'll come back and beat you at the end of the game. You know that does happen, right? You play sports? Because that does happen, right, bro? Okay. And one more thing, JP, 1880. Did Dallas beat y'all this year? Answer that for me. Why you talking all that dummy? That stuff. You know what I'm saying? Now, I'm not calling you a dummy, so I'm not disrespecting you. So don't think that because we're having good conversation. So I'm not calling you no dummy, JP 1880. So don't think that I'm not the disrespectful guy. But did we beat y'all with Jason Garrett? Oh, stop. See, we was having good conversation until you came with excuses. You was talking all this mumbo jumbo about your damn Giants, and then I just told you who beat y'all though. Okay, cool. I like that. Respect. Sam, hey, I don't mind trash talk from other teams as long as we keep it respectful. I like it. I respect. Yes, Dak is the QB of the future. Why would you even ask me something like that? Do you watch my show? You got to watch my show. I'm a Dak guy. Yes. Why would we start over with a rookie quarterback and you don't know? I don't care how good you all think Trevor Lawrence is, or Justin Fields, or the cat from BYU, or all these guys from whatever state. No, I'm got a guaranteed quarterback who's doing it, making moves, balling. Why would I start with all back over with a rookie QB and that's an unknown? That's dumb. But come on, JP, we deal with that every single week, okay? So don't go there. We deal with that bogus every single week. So don't go there. We beat y'all. Y'all had the opportunity to beat us. You had two plays that I give you props for. I even called it. I said Jason Garrett was going to do some damn trick plays, and y'all got them 2 touchdowns for it. I called that. I said that during the week Jason Garrett was going to throw the whole kitchen sink at us because it's the Dallas Cowboys. It's in Dallas. You don't think that ain't personal? You want to lie and say it wasn't? Yes, it was. It was personal, and I get it. But guess what? Through all that, Andy Dalton, after Dak Prescott came and got hurt, Andy Dalton came in the game dry as hell, and he came in and beat y'all. He was like 9 for 11. He threw 2 long bombs, and we scored the field goal at the end of the game, Pat, or JB, 1880. So I'm sorry, bro. Like, y'all got a 4-game win streak, and you can have this division, but at the end of the day, dog, you ain't beat us. So I ain't trying to hear what you saying to me. Tell him, Joshua Parker, you have to be busy in free agency if you think you're gonna win this thing, man. You got to get a couple. You ain't got to get 5 free agents. See, when you see them teams that go out and get like 7 free agents and don't really go hard in the draft. No, they ain't winning. I don't believe that works because these are guys all came from different teams and they got different mindsets. You still always build through the draft. I totally feel that. You definitely build through your draft and you keep your draft capital because those are young players. They're on cheap contracts. They're coming from college. They don't have any pro anything, so they're going to be more apt to really grip onto the organization. Rather than if you got a free agent who ain't loyal to your organization, he trying to get the money. I'm trying to get paid, and then if we win, great. That's the way it is. So that's why you build through the draft. But you have to get at least a couple free agents that are some dogs that you can latch on and say, hey, he's a 24, 25-year-old, and we want him. He had 1 contract. We want him, and we want him to grow with Dallas. You can't keep going out there getting these foo-foo guys, flugazi guys, or guys that are 32, 33, 34 years old on 1-2 year deals and just think that's always going to work. It ain't. That's being cheap. And like I said, Steven is scary with that shit because if he feels like he messes up, this is me paraphrasing, I don't know his brain, but if you jump out there and you make one little bad decision on free agency, now you gun shy and you don't want to do it and you want to go keep getting these bargain shits. That shit don't work. Tell them KMT. Seahawks are 3-4 in their last 7 games. They're not like, yeah, stop hyping. Thank you. No, they're not. Seattle ain't great, bro. Come on, man. That was a good win for y'all, but Seattle is not great by any means at all. So don't do that. Y'all, you hyped about them because they're winning, but the NFC East, NFC as a whole is not good. So don't do that. Don't act like the NFC is dominant this year, and Seattle is not dominant by any means. By any means. Do you see teams trading up with Dallas? Mr. and Mrs. Serla asked me. Why not? If somebody wants a quarterback that bad, hell yeah, let's trade and go out and get a gang of picks. That's where it's at. Izzy27 says, what do you think about the Green Bay Packers? Frauds. Hey, I appreciate you. Let me give you that comment up there. Hey, ho, I like that. I got a guy right here. He says, in Greenville, find your channel suggested. I like your setup and enjoy your show, bro. Hey, I really appreciate you. Salutes, man. hey, become a sub. I mean, I don't know if you're a Cowboys fan, but hey, I kick it all. I talk about everything. I don't just talk about Cowboy stuff all the time. So jump in here, man. We have a good time. Appreciate you. Thank you for the compliment and salutes to you. Tell them, KMT. And just like my dog, Montana 808, where you been, big dog? Appreciate you. The NFC is sus. S-U-S. Suspect. Ain't nobody sweet in the NFC. Y'all stop it. That's why I'm mad that Dallas ain't doing nothing this year, because every time we have an opportunity to take it when it's weak, we don't, and it pisses me off. All right, but I'm out of here. Exactly, Tavares Bill, with Leonard Williams and Mika Fitzpatrick. Oh, gosh, don't mention Mika. Just imagine if Mika Fitzpatrick was Donovan Wilson right now. But hey, we got whack coordinators. I don't know. It's just maddening. But I'm about to get off here. I gotta head to work, you guys. Man, it was awesome today. Woo, you guys were coming with flame on questions. I was trying to answer all of them as much as I could. You guys are freaking awesome today, man. I'm gonna have a good day at work because of you guys. I'm gonna have a good day at work because of you guys. I love talking to you guys when we're chatting like this and it's deep and thick and all that. Man, it's good. But make sure you turn in tonight. I got my homegirl in. Mary Ella Bauer. Mary Ella Bauer. I don't know if any of you guys have been in the feed, and I have my dog BJ Nix from Star Game Podcast. They're the trilogy, like me, Sky, and Law. They got the Star Game Podcast with Spoonie, BJ Nix, and Mary Ella Bauer. She's the lady of the Star Game. Where she's coming on tonight. She's going to be on tonight at 8:00 p.m. EST. And then we're going to talk about this Ravens matchup. And, I'm just get her thoughts because she heavy on it, man. She heavy on that Twitter. She is funny as shit. Like, she go ham on that Twitter. And, I like having the ladies on. You know what I'm saying? Well, it's cool having all the bros on and all. That's all good. But, hey, man, some of these ladies out here is knowing this football like a lot better than a lot of these dudes out here lately. And she really brings it. And, I'm going to have a good time with her. We're going to have a good time tonight. It's going to be her first time on, and I'm just really excited about bringing her on. And make sure y'all thick in here like y'all were today, man. Y'all were excellent today. Shout out to all the donations, my mods, my subs, my members. Shout out to everybody on Facebook. This was a good time today, man. I had a great time. I'm having a great time at work today, man, because of you guys. But make sure you tune in tonight. Me and Miss Stargaze podcast. Miss Mary Ella Bauer is going to be on at 8 p.m. Stargate podcast. They get it in. Y'all watch them on Facebook. They do a hell of work. I got mad respect for what they do over there. And, we're going to bring the lady to a fold and talk some more Cowboys football. So get y'all ass up in here deep, and we're going to kick it. We're going to talk about a whole bunch of stuff. And let's get ready for this Baltimore Ravens game and see what happens from there. But salutes. Appreciate y'all. Love y'all. And y'all have a great day until we talk later on tonight, man. Be safe out there and give somebody a hug and tell them you love them. All right? Big Game James, Silver and Blue Nation. I'm out.